Hi everybody, this is Anjanette from AJ's Personal Touch. How are you all doing tonight? Yes, it is tonight. It's like 10:40 p.m. Eastern Time, June 1st. And I wanted to hurry up and get on here to try and catch some of you who are on here up late to tell you about the blog hops that I know of so far for June. I know I didn't put up a blog hop post for May, but I believe there's only one that I knew of that even happened, and I didn't find out about it until after I would have normally put one up. And I think I mentioned it in one of my videos. So, especially if there's more than one and I know about it, I will always try to do a video for you guys. If I happen to forget, just ask me because I try to follow as many blog hops as I can every month. Something that I do. But I also try to tell myself it's okay if you can't get them all. But every day, I always try to make sure I'm up. The next 2 days are going to be challenging for me. I'm having an epidural tomorrow. I'm usually down for a day, if not two, after I have one. I had a really bad day yesterday in Chicago, and I can't really tell anymore. It's still, yeah, comparing it to this hand. My left hand is still inflamed a little bit, but it was like almost up to here yesterday. It was pretty high. Um, First of all, welcome back to my subscribers and welcome to anybody who is new. I forgot to say that. I am so sorry. My head is in squirrel mode all day today. I actually slept most of the day today. I did not get up until around 8:30, 8:45 p.m. only because I had a meeting about our next AKA episode, which will be this next Wednesday, to go to tonight. So, alrighty. A week from today, because today's Wednesday. Yeah, a week from today is our next episode on Ambi's channel. And when I have all the information and the links, I will come on and tell you guys the time and give you the links and all of that again. Because, yeah, we will not be on my channel or Kaylin's. It will be on Ambi's this next time. So, um, yeah. Anyway, I had my HIV study in Chicago yesterday that I've been doing for over 30 years. And the blood draw is majorly difficult when you have veins that want to hide. And you need, for those big vials, you need at least 8 of those. There's like 8 big vials, 4 medium ones. I know there was one teeny tiny one. There were at least 5 or 6 besides the 8 big ones. Well, I told her where people can normally get me. She did try to see if she could. There's a new phlebotomist there. They have a phlebotomist who works just for the study, which is nice. If she happens to be sick or something, then we have to go into the hospital's phlebotomy lab, which I don't like doing. But the phlebotomist who is there for the first 20, well, for the first 30 years, retired a couple years ago, and then COVID hit. She retired right before COVID hit. And I miss her so much. Sylvia, if you ever happen to watch me, and I doubt that you do, but I miss you so much. I do like the new lady. She is nice. She is sweet. The last time I was there, she was not able to get my blood. She tried. I think I let her try about 8 times. 8 times. For the study, I let them try as many times as they need to because they need the blood for the study. Now, if I'm going to have my blood drawn somewhere else and they can't get it within like the second or third time, forget it. Somebody else needs to come in. But that's usually because they don't listen. And like yesterday, first vein she tried, boom, she got it. And it took care of everything except for like 5 of those big dudes. And then she had to stick me again. She said, I'm sorry, I'm going to end up having to stick you again. And I completely understood. The only thing is my hand did not want to cooperate after that. Um, and she's very well educated. She normally works with she used to work with babies and getting babies' veins and things, which is one reason why they hired her to take Sylvia's place. And yeah, the only thing I didn't like is she concentrated on this hand because it's the one that she was seeing the veins on. And I told her lots of times when they get my blood, they can't actually see the vein, but they can like feel it. Um, she wasn't finding anything over here. She did try here, which as you can see, I've got a big, that was poofed out too. Oh my goodness. Um, so I think she poked me like 4 more times over on this hand. One of them hit a nerve. That one was right down here. Oh my goodness. My pinky literally jumped trying to separate from my hand 3 different times. And I screamed. And I take blood draws pretty well now. Not that I like them, I never will. But I try not to make too many noises. I try not to move my hand. But this one was an involuntary movement because each time it hit the nerve, my finger literally jumped and she took it out as quickly as she could without hurting me because she had to make it good, really still, and then take it out a little bit slowly and then quicker. She couldn't just pull it straight out because if she would have pulled it straight out, she could have messed up a nerve even worse. So, yeah. Again, like I said, she's good at her job. You know, not everybody has a nerve right there, so she didn't know she was going to actually hit a nerve. Um, Then she tried the original place again because it had been a while, and she said that works sometimes. It didn't. She had gotten every drop from that one. So then we had to use a hand warmer, and that is down in her notes now. Always start with a hand warmer. And it was warm in the room because they reminded me to bring a jacket with me because the last time it was freezing. They had us in a different spot. They had moved everybody because they had the HIV floor was set up for COVID and for people coming into the COVID clinic to get, their screenings and stuff for COVID. And they moved our study into the sitting area. And it was freezing where they were taking our blood draw because the vent was like right up above. And I was just sitting there, just burr. And when I get cold, forget it. My veins hide. So they reminded me to bring a jacket, to wear a jacket. And I had it, but then they said, don't worry, don't bring it in here because it's warm and toasty in here. And it was. And, and everything was looking good. Like I said, she got it on the first try. And then she tried over here and it didn't work. We heated up my hand and all of these veins popped out. She was able to go in and get it on the next try and we were done. So, but by then I had been poked so many times and she felt so terrible. And I reminded her, I was like, please don't feel terrible. I told you to do it because there are some tubes that they could take off and not do it if they absolutely had to. But it's been a while since they've gotten all of them for me. And they were like, we really need all of them from her this time. It's been a while. We need to do all the things. So, so yeah, she was pushing hard to get them all this time. And I went back for my physical exam after that. And then I had to go and use the restroom. And when I washed my hands, the cold water was just like, oh, on my hands. And I was like, that's what I need. I need something cool. So they got me an ice pack. Then that got too cold, but it helped it some. But when I got home, it was still really puffed up and I was down for the count. So I just laid down. Uh, I fell asleep for a short nap and then somebody was supposed to come and read the chips on the cats outside and she forgot and it was a bad day for her too. And she was like, I should have never said I would come on Tuesday. She said, especially after you told me you'd be out of town for the morning. So I had woke up to make sure I'd be awake for when she thought she might be able to come over. And then we heated up some dinner that we had left from my daughter's birthday. We ate that, and my husband had an early appointment this morning to check out some nerve issues he has going on in his arm. Turns out he has a pinched nerve in his neck. They got to do an MRI and some things and try to figure out what to do for him. And I have to go in for my epidural, and I have to be there at 6:15 in the morning, I think. So I went to bed early last night, and I will be going to bed early. Well, it's not extremely early now, but earlier than normal for me tonight. I'm exhausted. Like I said, I just got up like an hour ago, and I'm already ready to go back to bed. So, yeah, I'm going to be there at 6:15. Yeah, so, okay, blog hops. There are 4 blog hops that I know of, and I may not know of all of them. And for those of you who have never ever done a blog hop before, what it is there will be a host designer or designers, because there are 3 designers who work together a lot on blog hops, and again, they have one for June. And they get other designers to donate free PDFs. It is not the free one on their blog, although some people do blog hops. You have to read the directions. Some will do blog hops, and it's just the free ones on their page. And then there are other ones who they call it a blog hop. I myself don't consider it a true blog hop because they'll give you a coupon code where you get 50% off the pattern. So it follows the rules of a regular blog hop, but instead of getting a free pattern, you have to pay like 50%. Now, some designers will still say, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and give mine for free. So you may run across 1 or 2 who will give it for free. Lots of times, these types are done more with only garments and like ones that would cost, I don't know, on the higher end if you were to buy a pattern. So I will look at them and I will look and see what it is. And if it is something that I have been dying to make, but I didn't have the money for the pattern, I might go ahead and pick it up. Um, Otherwise, I usually, by now I've done so many blog hops, I kind of know what patterns show up in the free ones. So sometimes I just go, not right now, because it may show up in a blog hop down the line that somebody else does. Because there are some people who will use the same pattern over in different blog hops, where a lot of designers try to give a new free one. But some of them will reuse a pattern more than once. Now, some will like use one year, and I don't know if they have a folder they put it in or something, for these are what I used this year, and then they'll wait a year or 2 before they use it again. Some will put it like in every single blog hop they do that year. So it just depends on the designer and how they're doing things and how busy they are when they are asked if they will join in the blog hop. And I think that has a lot to do with it. If they're really busy and they don't have time to make another free one specifically for the blog hop, then they'll use an old one. But some of these blog hops, they try to get them to make ones to fit, brand new ones to fit into the blog hop. Like this first one is a niche specific blog hop. It's called Plants with Yarn Crochet blog hop. And every single thing that's in the blog hop has to do with plants. There are some plant hangers. There is an amigurumi of like a spud guy or like a seedling guy or something. A sprout guy. That's what I was thinking of. A sprout. Um, there's some pillows that's like corner to corner, I think with daffodils on it. It's really pretty. And that one I think is by Eclair Makery. I think that pillow is from, but don't quote me because I'm not 100% sure. I just saw that one in a different blog hop not too long ago, but I'm not sure if that one was Claire's design or if it was somebody else who does a lot of color work. And I can't think of her name right now. But anyway, this one is dealing with all things to do with plants. and she was specifically talking house plants. I'm not sure if I'll save everyone on this one, but I'm going to look at it every day. I know I want the sprout guy. I want him. I've tried to get him before, and I missed a day on a blog hop, and that was the day that he was on it. So, again, Plants with Yarn Crochet blog hop, and it's 30 crochet patterns from June 1st to the 30th. I will put the links down below for these for you to go to their main blog hop page. The next one is the one that's with the 3 designers. It's Ned and Mimi. And I can't remember what, I think her name is Sarah, but Ned and Mimi are her kids. So I think her kids are her grandkids. I think her kids. So there's her, there's Hand Jan Crochet, and then there's Itchin' for some stitching. And I think what they do is they split it up into thirds. So like the first third will be on one of their blogs. The second third will be on another one, and then the last third will be on another one. It starts off with Ned and Mimi on Sarah's page. So that is the link I will give you to Sarah's, and then when it switches to the other, because they all show all the designs on their page, but they will tell you where you need to go to get the coupon code. So I think it's going Sarah, Hanjan, and Itchin, how I have them written on here. I believe was the order that I saw that it was in. And this one, oh, I didn't, oh, yes, I did, has 33 patterns, and it runs from today, June 1st, to July 3rd. The next one, I believe, is this person's first blog hop, and if not, I missed her first one, but this is Little John's Yarn. It's called the Quick Summer Makes blog hop. Starting today through June 30th. I can tell you today's was a little, was a purse, like a handheld purse, one that doesn't have, what are they? It's not a billfold purse. I can't remember what they're called. Just, it's long and then with the flap over top, and I think it may have a clasp or a button. I can't remember if it button has like one of those where you have to get the thing to sew onto it where it snaps, a snap closure, or if it has a button closure. I can't remember, or if it has a closure at all. Um, but it looks a little bit more on like one that you could use, for like with a dress or, a really nice one. I liked it. And I might actually make it. I don't do a lot of purses, but this one I'm thinking I might make. I don't know, but I will keep it because as I've said in the past, I do the blog hops and I save the patterns. And that way, if somebody comes to me and says, can you make this for me? Or can you make that for me? I can look through my patterns and then I can show them what I have pattern wise, see if it fits what they're looking for. If not, I will start looking on Etsy and Ravelry and try to show them some more things. And then, I may have to buy the pattern in order to make it for them. So I'm not good at eyeing things and making it myself. Although I am starting to change up things and making it like my own. So as I've been told, that may be the start of the fact that I might possibly be designing soon. So far, the only thing I designed was that thing to go on my hair for the bun and so that my hair will curl. But Little John's Yarn, Quick Summer Makes blog hop. It's from June 1st through the 30th. And then, oh, and I did want to say, I think it was the Summer Designs Pick blog hop. They've already shown what tomorrow's is on there because 2 of these are from overseas, and that's that one and this next one that I'm getting ready to tell you. So they start with time that's overseas. But you can usually, sometimes if I don't make it until midnight, I can still get something if I snag it really quick. But this one is the Preemie Crochet Challenge by Sunflower Crochet. What am I missing from her name? I am missing something from her name. Sorry, I put this down in order to find the right name, and instead of still taping like it usually does, it stopped. So I'm going to have to splice them both together. So it's Sunflower Cottage Crochet. And this is not a normal blog hop. This is called the Preemie Crochet Challenge. And the reason why it's called the challenge is because you're not supposed to save the pattern unless you make it and donate it. Make at least one item from the pattern. So use it at least once to make something and donate it to someplace that needs donations for preemies. So to your hospital if they accept crocheted things, to a doctor's office, I can't think of what they call it, the maternity doctors, or like my goddaughter, she uses a midwife. So maybe the places where you find the midwives, lots of times they have things to give to their clients. So especially for people who will be dealing with preemie babies, that's what these patterns are for, is for preemies. But a lot of them will give you different sizes. So it'll give you the preemie size. It will give you, the baby size. If it's a beanie, some of them are from preemie on up to adult. So not everything will be used just for a preemie, but they want you to pledge that you will make the item and then donate it to somebody who needs that item. Like the first year that I did it, I made some items and I gave them to a family member who had a preemie baby. So this is 30 patterns for charity, and it is June 1st through the 30th. So again, I will put these all down below, all the links so that you can find them. The one from, if you're going to try to get them tonight before they're not available anymore, and most of them, if they're going to be done at midnight, it's midnight Eastern time. But most of these, I think, are doing the morning time. So they'll start at like 8 or 10 in the morning. And so then you have like until 8 or 10 the next day. With the Preemie one, some of the designers on there will let their design be free through the whole entire thing. So like this one, the first one is available, I believe, through the whole thing. Some of them will let them for a week or whatever, but she will put them in order. Once it comes out for the first time, she will then, underneath the one for that day, she will have them in order for how long they are available. So always make sure if you're doing the Preemie Crochet Challenge, and I think the Crochet for a Cause one, that, am I going to think of her name who does that one? Um, Homemade Happiness, I think is her name, who does that one. Lots of times people will give you longer than just one day. So they'll put them in order, Like I said, the first one that you see is the one for that day that just came out, and then they'll put the other ones in order if they're still available. So, and I'm not going to repeat that again. And I am very tired and I am ready to go to bed. I said I have to be up at 6:15. So I am going to let you guys go so that I can add the links. First, I have to go and splice these together, which I wasn't expecting to have to do that, but then add the links and yeah, and then I will see you guys later. I will be seeing you soon. I do have things I need to pick the winner for my 200 subscriber appreciation gift. And I have some flip throughs to do that I haven't done. And I will post probably Monday night after we have our second meeting and let you know exactly when, give you the links and the link, not links, but the link for AKA that will be on Ambi's channel, which is Ambi Craft Reads, and craft is with a K. Um, and if you want to find her channel, you can always go and look at what channels I subscribe to, and she is one of them. Um, I can't remember what I was going to say. I just lost it. Basically, when I get the link, I will do a short thing saying I got the link and it's posted below. So come and watch us on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, and so on and so forth. So, yeah, with that, I'm going to get off of here. Please remember you matter no matter what. No matter what you think, how down you feel, remember you matter. And you always can always email me. Now, I may not find it that day, depending on how I'm feeling, but if you email me, normally I will see it. And if for some reason I do not email you back, resend it. And I should see it that time. So I do try to look through my mail when I haven't had a chance to look at it, but I know I'm like a couple days behind already. And then after tomorrow and the next day, I'm going to be even farther behind. But I did go through looking for emails because I knew I was expecting some. So I do try and look through it every day, both of them. I have my personal email, and then my business email. So, yes. But please remember you matter. No matter what anybody says, no matter what your inside says to you, because my inside told me some really bad stuff for a very long time. I was very self conscious, very, very timid, very shy, self conscious, self, I can't think of the word, got in my own way a lot. And I did not feel that I mattered to anybody. And it took me a long time to finally say, yes, I do matter. And I truly believe that now. I matter. I am beautiful. I am me, and I'm who I'm supposed to be. So please, if you have issues like I had to deal with most of my life, please know you matter. And there's somebody out there for you. If not me, there is somebody else who is out there for you as well. But please always know that I am here for you, and that you are beautiful, and you are gorgeous, and you are handsome. And no matter what anybody thinks, you are. Everybody is beautiful and gorgeous and handsome. So please try and have a wonderful rest of your week and this weekend. And I will be seeing you soon. I will talk to you later. Bye.